Hi guys, how you're doing? Hope you're well. So today I wanted to come and talk to you about some of my favourites for the month of, wait, what month is this? February. Don't ask me why I thought it was a different month there. And yes, we all say the same thing. Hasn't this month gone so quickly? But yeah, I think it has actually. A few exciting things have happened this month for me personally, which I'll share with you in a future video. Just keep a lookout. Just wanted to share with you just some of the products I've been enjoying, and also just tell you about a couple of products that I haven't necessarily loved as much as I thought I would. Right, so the first product I'm going to talk about is this, and you actually probably saw me show this product in the Primark testing Primark makeup video. And it's the Primark Primer Water. The lid has flown off somewhere, I have no idea where. When I spray this, it basically has a very nice mist to it, which I'll just show you. Can you see that? And it's not gonna drench your whole face, you know, but sometimes when you spray products, they kind of like really soak your face and then it takes forever to dry. This doesn't actually do that. As a primer water, I mean, I have used it both for priming and I've used it to just kind of just refresh my makeup, and I've also used it to dampen my beauty sponge, and I really like it for all three. To be honest, with the primer water I don't tend to use it by itself because I'm just a bit skeptical like that, and I do put a primer on as well, like a traditional primer. I think it's around £2 or £3, not pricey at all, and it smells really nice. It smells like a rose kind of scent to it. It's silicone free, alcohol free, oil free as well, so really great product. It's sticking with the complexion kind of products. I really want to talk about some foundations I've been enjoying this month. For me, it's been the NARS, what was it called, the Velvet Matte Skin Tint Foundation, which I have actually been quite enjoying before, prior to this month anyway, because so I've had it for a while now, but I tended to just keep it in my travel bag, and I was away for a week or two, you know, in this month, and this is what I've been using, this and another foundation. But it's a bit orange for me, and that's why I don't typically use it all the time. The shade I've got is Martinique, which is medium dark 3, so it does have a bit more orange tone to it, and that's the only thing I don't like. It's not the most mattifying foundation out there, so if you are oily, you will find that you still get oily with this particular foundation. I have been mixing it in with one of my favorite drugstore foundations, which is the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. These two combined, oh my gosh, really love them. They give a very flawless matte look to the skin, not too drying in that sense, but a very beautiful finish to the skin, the two of these, which is quite surprising because one is drugstore and one is more of a high-end makeup range, but you know, mixing them together has really been good. Also, because this shade Cocoa is more my match for my skin, it really balances out the orange tone in the NARS as well. So yeah, love the combination of these two together. I love this by itself, but together with this foundation, really good. In terms of concealers that I've been loving, I have to just mention this again. I won't talk too much about it. You would have seen I tried this concealer from Wet n Wild out in my drugstore, full face drugstore video that I recently did, and I'm still loving it, still use it, love it so much. Like, I can't stop using this. It's so difficult to get my hands on Wet n Wild products here in the UK, so yeah, but I know I will have to reorder this because I love it so much. And the shade that I'm in is Dark Cocoa in this particular range. It's just a beautiful concealer for an everyday kind of wear, and it matches, it just gives me a slight brightness. It's nothing too yellow or too vibrant, so I can actually use it every day, you know, just as very little amount every day, and it just works so well. So really love that. And the other one that I've been really enjoying, which I forgot how much I actually like this, is an Avon concealer. Now, I don't typically shop Avon like, you know, every week or whatever, but I do shop them maybe once or twice a year, and I like to shop when they have their sale on. So I don't have like an Avon representative, and I'm not an Avon representative myself. I just go onto their website, and I went onto their website, I think it was a few months ago, and I picked up loads of their stuff that they had reduced to a ridiculously cheap amount. And one of the things I picked up was their concealer range, and I've been using this and it is so good. In fact, such a really pretty concealer for brightening under the eyes, and it's just got that texture that's not too thick, not too thin, but it's just right. And yeah, as you can see, it's got more of that golden kind of tone, so it works really nice under, you know, for my particular skin tone, works really nice under my eyes as a brightener as well, and it's not too yellow, not too ashy. Formula of this is great too, and it doesn't crease on me. I don't find it creases. It does have that matte finish to it because it is their matte liquid concealer, but it does give you more of that flawless finish, so I really like it. And the shade that I'm in, if I can find it, is dark, so that's their dark shade there. Right, so a product that I've been really loving for my brows this month has been, actually there are two products, and I'll mention the other one a bit later on, but one of the products I've been enjoying is actually this by Pixi, and it's, I don't even think this is a brow pencil, but it's a duo pencil. It's their, what is it called? Pixi Crayon Combo. And the shade combo that I have is called Supernatural. So I've been using the dark side as my brow pencil, and then I've been using the other side, which is more like this highlight side, as a brow highlight, like just under the arch of my brows. I would use it to highlight, and I have been loving that combination, and it just works so well. But the only problem, the sharpener that I have, it just doesn't sharpen it for some reason. Like, it's really difficult to sharpen this particular pencil, so I need to find a sharpener that will actually work. I'm not talking about one that has the big holes, like I have that, but the actual sharpener that I have just doesn't work with this one. So yeah, I just need to find one, but I really have been enjoying this. However, because the pencil is now like too small for me to use, I've had to use something else. But yeah, I just need to sharpen it, but really love that. Now for blush this month, I have been really enjoying two products. One of them has been this Lottie London Blush Crush blusher. The shade that I've got is Zach, and I think they named all of their blushes after guy names, I think male names, but yeah, this is a shade Zach. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, and I swatched it as well, but you can kind of see the shade there. It is what I'm using today as well. It is a very pigmented blush, and a little goes a long way. Like, you only need a little bit of this blusher, otherwise you become like berry cheeks, and it's not that great a look. But yeah, really been enjoying that. The other blushes I've been enjoying are these, and these are the L'Oreal Infallible Blush Paints. Now, the only blusher in this I actually really like has been this particular one, which is this shade called Indian Cruise, and it's just a very like metallic orange shade. Can you see that? So I've been using that on my cheeks as my blusher throughout this month, as well as the Lottie London. This palette itself has been really good as well for me. I'll just mention it since I'm talking about it now, but I really like this palette. It has a really lovely fruit scent to it as well, which I enjoy. But I have been enjoying this as a blusher palette and a highlighter palette. Like the shades, some of the shades in this are really nice for highlighting. I just swatched two of them, but as you can tell on my own, they don't work that great as a blusher, but more as a highlight. So I have been using two of the shades, well, some of them as highlighters as well. Now, sticking with highlighters, I have a few highlighters that I was kind of trying out this month. You guys know that I'm obsessed with highlighters, and I just keep buying them, and I really need to stop. I already know that. But this one is the strobe highlighter called Rejuvenate from Makeup Revolution, and they recently came out with these, but I've been enjoying this just simply because it's a very deep kind of bronze tone highlight, which I think works really great on my particular skin tone. It's kind of, for me, more like that kind of natural kind of highlight, but because it's more shimmery, it does give you that intensity as well. But it's a beautiful, stunning shade. This e.l.f. highlight, and one day I basically sat down, I was looking through my products that I have, and I was just like, okay, what have I not used a lot of? And one of the products that I picked up was this. And the reason I hadn't used it is because I found it very difficult to actually pick up product. I heard like some people were scratching off the layer of their e.l.f. highlighters, so I decided to do that. And once I did that, guys, I was just like, why didn't I just do this before? This is the e.l.f. highlight in Blush Gems, and it's such a pretty highlight. Like, Oh, it's so pretty. It gives you like, it's more that pinky kind of peachy tone highlight, but it's so pretty, and the intensity of this is real. The other highlighter that I've been really enjoying, and this is just more recently, but I thought, you know what, I really like this, so I'm not even gonna not put this in this video. This is the new highlighter from Makeup Academy. Yeah, it's the shade Peach Diamond. I thought it was the other one, but I really like this because you guys know that I really enjoy a pink tone highlight, and that is what this gives you. Basically, it gives you that kind of pink tone, and it's so pretty, as you can see there. Yes, I actually really enjoy all of the new MUA highlighters that I mentioned in my drugstore haul. I've been really enjoying those, and especially like the more out there kind of shades. I've been like really loving putting them on my lips. In fact, I'll just show you one that I've actually really enjoyed doing that with. Pearlescent Sheen, which is more of that purple kind of tone. Even though it looks white in the pan, it actually is a purple highlight, which is so strange, but I'll swatch that for you as well. So pretty. But that's it there. It's a purple tone highlight. But what I would do is, and I'll just do it in this video, I would just put this on my lips. So good. And so if you're not one that wants to wear like purple highlights, even though it's stunning as a purple highlight, then why not try it on top of like purple liquid lipsticks or something like that? Like, it's just so beautiful. And then the last highlighter I'm actually going to talk about is this one. Now this one is probably my favorite of all of them, and I recently picked this one up too. I've been seeing this particular highlighter in stores for quite a while now, but it's one of those that I just never picked up for some reason. I would always swatch it in the store and then be like, nah, I'll get it later. I think because it was a bit pricey for drugstore. It's about 13, 14 pounds I think. But guys, this Gosh highlighter in the shade 001 is so pretty. This is how big it, like, look at that. I think this is the biggest highlight pan I've ever seen, but it's such a pretty highlight. Can you see how big that is, guys? I love this highlight, and yes, it looks like it's brand new, right? I have actually used this, and that's why I really love it, because when I'm actually using this particular highlighter, I don't get any fallout from it. I don't get like glittery particles dropping out from my face, like nothing like that. And it just looks like this in the pan after using it. And that's how you know it's one that's not gonna be like glittery on your face. It's the highlight that I'm using today. It is a gold tone, but it gives you more of that kind of wet look to your skin as opposed to glitter and shimmer. So I'll just swatch it for you. Can you see it there? It's so pretty, and it's not too like brighter gold as well that it won't work on my skin tone. That's it right there. It's just a pretty highlight. So yeah, I really recommend this one to you, definitely. For eyeshadows this month, I've kind of stuck to two main kind of eyeshadows. So the first I'll talk about is this one. This is the new MAC Kabuki Magic Spring Summer 2017 range, and it's their, what do you call it, Dazzle shadows, I think it is, that they came out with again. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I've really enjoyed, to be honest, this particular shade the most. In here it looks like a blue, but if you turn it, can you see it looks like a purple shade, kind of like my lips right now. This color is beautiful. Can you guys see it? See how it looks like a blue, and then you turn your hand, it looks purple? That is the same effect that you get on your eyes. Those, they are more like a pressed kind of glitter shadow, but if you don't mind that, then you know you'll love these. But I don't know, I don't mind. I just really enjoy them. You can see them there. I don't really need to do too much with these for them to look stunning on your eyes, and they just work so well. So yeah, we've been loving this particular palette, and I'm glad I decided to pick it up from MAC. And then the last palette that I've been really enjoying has been the Tartist, I think it's Tartist as in artist, Tartist Pro palette. I don't know, I just really like the fact that, I love the packaging, I love the fact you've got this really big mirror in there, and also I love the fact that, you know, the colours in this are a great range for everyday wear, as well as, you know, making things a bit more glam. But I heard a lot of people talk about this palette when they when it first released, and I saw a few reviews on it, and because of some of the reviews I saw, I nearly didn't purchase it myself. But this is why I like to try things for myself as well. I know some people had issues with this, and some said it was like the worst palette ever. I personally don't think that's true. I really enjoy it. I mean, I think some people mentioned that shades end up looking muddy on your eyes and stuff. I mean, sometimes they do, but it just depends on which color that I'm using. I find that they blend quite nice. Some of the eyeshadows in this are a bit dry, and they're more drier, especially the matte shades. So some of them are more drier than the typical Tarte palette that I'm used to. So for example, like this shade here is quite a dry texture. I don't know, I just find it to work for me, and I don't find it to be as bad as I've heard some reviews say it is. It's not the worst palette ever, to be honest. I just really like it. Really love this side of the palette more than the last two here, because I find that the two rows here are more, they're just not really for my skin tone, and I just find that for me I could work best with these three kind of columns here. So yeah, that's the only thing I don't like really about it. I also really like the metallic shades in this. I think they are stunning shades, and I wear these nearly every day, the metallics. I just put them, you know, put one of the shades all over my lid, and you know, off I go with them. But some of the mattes, yes, they are quite dry, but they are still quite pigmented shades, and I just like them. I just think they work really well. It is what I'm using on my eyes today as well. So I don't know, I just think it works really nicely, and I've just been loving it, and I'm going to continue using it probably all next month as well. I think it's still available on QVC in the UK. That's where you can get it, or you can get it from the Tarte website. But yeah, it's available in the UK now. I have been loving the Barry M liquid lipsticks. Hands down, loving them. They are so good. Like, I was so happy that Barry M decided to release some liquid lipsticks, and then when I tried out the formula of these, I was just like, oh my gosh, yes. So yeah, they work really nice. I think I've swatched this already before, but this is my favorite shade. This is the shade Embellish, and they came out with some liquid lipstick singles like this, and then they came out with a lip kit. So I'll show you my favorite of the lip kits, but this is the shade Embellish. These liquid lipsticks, they dry very fast. However, they're very comfortable on the lips, I personally think. So they do dry down matte, but I don't find them to be uncomfortable. Like, they just feel light on the lips. Like, smell really nice as well. They got a sweet scent to them as well, which is really cool. And yeah, I really recommend these guys. And then the lip kit from Barry M that I've been loving is this one, and it's called Go To, I think. Yes, it's called Go To, and it looks like it shouldn't work for me, right? This packaging looks like it really shouldn't work for me, but this actually does. Now, obviously, with a lip kit, if you're unfamiliar, a lip kit comes with a lip pencil, and it comes with the liquid lipstick that dries down matte. In this instance, the lip pencil in this is really nice, although I need to sharpen mine, completely forgot about that. But the lip pencils in these are pretty, and this is the shade Go To. Can you just see how lovely that? It's like a brownie pink kind of tone. That is how it essentially dries on your lips, basically, when you're using them. And the pencils remind me of a little like MAC pencils, not too hard but quite soft, like just beautiful lip pencils. And then the liquid lipstick itself, Go To, again, looks like it shouldn't work for me, but it really does. The liquid lipstick and the lip liner paired together work amazingly. But yeah, as you can see, that's it there. So when you put the two together, they basically dry down quite similar to the lip liner color, and it just becomes this very beautiful like nude tone, browny pink nude tone on my lips. Yeah, highly recommend this shade Go To. I really want to pick up another lip kit, so I might pick up another one of the Go To colors, just because I know I will end up finishing this, because I can use it literally every day. Something else that I really enjoyed in terms of lip products this month has been this Revlon HD one, and again, I mentioned this in my drugstore haul kind of video, but this again has been really nice to just throw on and just wear. It's quite a simple color. I do wear it to work sometimes. It's quite a nice color. It's a nice like purple color. It gives you more of like a gloss finish, as you can see. Just be careful, because you can get these on your teeth. I did have it on my teeth at work one time, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So you can kind of see the liquid lipstick has dried down there in the middle, the Barry M one. You can see the color it gives. Such a stunning color. Okay, so those are everything I've been really enjoying this month. So let's quickly talk about some things I haven't necessarily enjoyed too much this particular month. Now this doesn't mean that they are terrible products, but just for me they just did not work. The first thing I'm going to talk about is this, and this is the micellar cleansing water from Primark. When I put this on my eyes to try and remove eye makeup, like it stings my eyes and I just don't like anything that's going to irritate my eyes, and that's the only reason. So all I've been using this for has been just to kind of remove swatches and things. Yeah, that's really my main purpose for this particular product. I have tried some foundations this month. I really want to do some separate videos on them, but I did want to talk about one of the foundations because this was the most surprising for me. This is the Iman Luxury, what is it called? Luxury Concealing Foundation. And I tried it out a bit this month. And first of all, I mean, you are only getting 0.5 fluid ounces in this. And I think in a typical foundation, you get 1 fluid ounce, if I'm correct. So it's quite a small foundation, as you can see there. And it's around like £20 or just a bit less, I think. I can't remember now, but it's not the cheapest of foundations out there, let's just say. And would you like to see me demonstrate this particular foundation? I can use it in a video for you. The shade that I picked up is Earth 3, and I think this is one of the reasons I'm not like thrilled by it. I just find this shade to just be slightly too dark for me, so I might need to go up just by 1. In terms of the formula of this, I just am not the biggest fan. I like, the thing is, I like it. It gives you a nice coverage, but because of my skin type, which is more oily, I do find that I get oilier using this foundation quite quickly. Not a terrible foundation, it's just my skin type and this particular foundation probably are not the best combination there. So yeah, for oilier skin, I just think it definitely doesn't help with the oils, I will say that. Now the last products I'm going to talk about are these, and these are from Gosh, and they are their new liquid lipsticks, and I have to say I do not like these at all. I mentioned this in my haul video, and I said I was going to give them another go and like try them out, and I did, and yeah, I just don't like them at all. They are very, very tacky. They feel like they never completely dry. I mean, they're supposed to be matte liquid lipsticks, and they don't feel like they dry down, you know, not to be sucking your lips dry, but at least dry down so that you're not feeling sticky. And these are very, very sticky products, and I don't really know why. If anything is tacky on my lips, I'm not a fan of. But this actually, like, tackiness, okay, but sticky where I can actually stick my lips together using this is not a great look. I mean, throughout the day they did kind of reduce their tackiness and the stickiness, but it was still there, you know. But they do last for a long time on the lips. It's just I can't deal with my lips kind of gluing together. Today I'm actually wearing a combination of the Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks in Video Vixen and Rebel Rose. So I'm wearing these two today. And then I'll just put the highlighter on top. But in terms of these, no. Okay guys, so hopefully you found that to be useful and enjoyed that. Let me know what your favorites for the month of February was, and yeah, if there's anything that you want me to try out, let me know down below as well. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Okay, take care guys, and see you soon. Bye, ciao.
Goodbye love, you feel right by love.